just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Minnesota Vikings. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Start! Block 80! Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it.
Throwing now. Roethlisberger on first down.
Yeah, shit.
And his first look is incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver.
With the new plays, huh?
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
Oh, shit.
It's brought in by Washington. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Steps away.
Pick it off.
Oh, hit as he throws there. Incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterback's got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
On the move to his left.
Got it.
Gets this to his running backs. That's Jalen Samuels. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 16 yards, a 1st down.
That's horrible throwing. Bad foot.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Throwing on 2nd down.
Pick it off. Good pick off, baby. Get off me.
And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Hey, you got three. Three down. No.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. This move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a 1st. This is 3rd down.
Check safety. Check 99. Check 99. Gun.
Cousins.
Wide open.
Find Diggs. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, 39 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. They go play action now. Roethlisberger escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down again. There for the sack, Everson Griffin. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that'll be incomplete.
Down again.
Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, their last miss on 3rd down, they actually were able to alleviate it because they picked it up with a 4th down conversion.
On a punt, nigga.
I don't know that they'd be wise to try and do that again here. To me, you got to punt the ball away.
Here we go, D.
Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger.
Got it.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Daniil Hunter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. Washington's got it. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Come on, man.
Completes it to Smith-Schuster. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And that's now 2 big catches on this drive for him.
You know, the NFL keeps talking about the possibility of using video for coaching on the sidelines. That's not approved yet, but you can still use pictures. They've got to send his picture down to their defense and say, you see him? Cover it.
Got an open man. It's Washington. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Here's Roethlisberger, and it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Nick Vannett there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Cousins gives way to Cook. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
A first down throw for Cousins. And Diggs has it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Check. Check. Hot. Sponge.
On the ground, it's Cook. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Slam. Check 43. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Shoot. Tight, yo.
On 2nd down, Cook.
Go. It's running.
7 yards there and a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Here's Madison running on first down.
Over the ball.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He hit me hard.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down, this is Madison. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. 2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7, our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Kill.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking. Beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Bailey got the extra point, and that makes this a 14-8 ball game. This will be fielded at the 8. Shoves him aside, and he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
But remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half. This is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Complete to Washington. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They go play action with Roethlisberger. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Hey, Steamer.
I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They run again on first down. Cook. The result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On second down now, it's Cook, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Don't get nervous. Watch the run. Watch the run. Two.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 32-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right down Broadway. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Hey, flipper. Check 26, check 26. He's checking. Crash. Bingo.
Gonna run with Madison again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half.
There was no
Good
blocking
pressure that
there.
time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
One. Watch 98. Watch 98.
3rd and long for Cousins.
Got him.
And that is incomplete. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the third.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now this throw complete to Washington. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Roethlisberger. And he'll find Washington. That's complete.
That's a fumble. That's a fumble you was looking for. Boom, baby, boom.
I'm done.
It's going to give it to you.
I ain't going to beat you. Where you play now? I can't figure out your shit.
Take a quick piss. Be right back.
Why did DJ send me an invite to you?
Today's podcast is brought to you by Visa, who wants to know, where would you like to be? Whether you're a super fan getting ready for a game or a food truck owner feeding hungry fans, Visa wants to help you pursue your passion with a simple and unwavering vision to be the best way to pay and be paid for everyone, everywhere. They know that every Visa transaction is a promise, and they want to provide you with the most secure and easy payment experience possible. That's why they're continuing to make innovations, from tapping to pay to pushing money directly to your debit card so you can enjoy the money here. So, Eric took the game out of his quarterback's hands when it mattered the most. We all saw it. Dallas trailed the Vikings 28-24 in the final 2 minutes. Dak's passing drove the Cowboys to the Minnesota 11-yard line. Dallas then ran Ezekiel Elliott on consecutive plays and threw the ball to him on a third. The 3 plays netted -3 yards. The Cowboys lost, dropping into a first-place tie with the Eagles atop the NFC East at 5-4. The team Jerry Jones thinks is a Super Bowl contender might not make the playoffs. Jason Garrett is to blame.